Hello everyone. Today, what's the date today? Today is 17th of March 2026. It's a good weather in the UK, and I just want to make up videos for thanking for the new subscribers. Yeah, nearly 100 subscribers. Not that much, but still um, give me a lot of encourage to keep doing these videos. And I wish this video could help your life and help your, just basically make you happy if you you know, um, sad in your life, if you are bored in your life. I hope these videos can give you some peace and certainties for uh, for your normal life. Yeah, so today's topic, I suddenly come out the idea of talking about financial planning. So, a lot of people are, very good at academic studies and good at their jobs, but they are not good at financial plannings. So here I just want to really explain some basic financial planning. It's not that kind of complicated because I start my business from financial planning and business models, and you use the business plan and the business models to borrow money from the bank. You have to persuade the bank to borrow the money to you. You have to explain when the company will become profitable and how much profit it will be, what is the cash flows it will be. So you are able to, number one, afford to pay back the debt you own to the bank, and number two is it's a viable business to support yourself to live. We're all humans, and we all have to pay for the basic house, food, and energies. So yeah, let's start now. Today I also prepared, and I just prepared pictures. So I'm just gonna drop the on the pictures. Yeah. So here is the pictures. Oh hey, Jono. Thank you for joining to my channels. Hey bro, good to see you. Yeah, so this picture is about how to escape from modern slavery. So, oh hi crazy Bobby, crazy boy, good to see you. So if you watched my previous videos, you know, I I have saying that we are currently in a modern slavery kind of situations. Like everyone have to you know basically work every day, and they create consumerism to in a very clever way to say, oh, you have to spend the money to make yourself happy, to make self balance. But actually um you can't make yourself happy and self balance from consuming items, from buying stuff. You only can be happy is when what? When yourself actually doing something that make you happy, right? So to free from working every day, uh like me, just don't have nothing to do daily, you have to have a certain reserves, which is here. So from the number one is your if you want to have a reserves, the equation is reserved income minus expenses. So this equation looks very kind of a simple, but if you have experience of creating financial models, so the first thing of creating a financial model is find the principal limitation and build the financial model based on the principal limitation, because that limitation have crucial have the fundamental impact with the models. So you can say even you don't spend anything, even your expense is equal to zeros, your reserve is still limited by your income, right? So the whole thing in our life is to increase income instead of reduce the expense, because if you just keep saving, that's what not increase the reserve. But if you maintain the expense but increase a lot of income, that will dramatically increase your reserve, right? So here is how you increase the income. The income is equal to yourself and asset you own. So I would say the biggest asset you have is yourself. Is whether your skills or your recognition of this word, or some kind of ability. You can predict the futures. You can see, you can have a good relationship with other people. That's all about yourself. So the number one thing is, you have to willing to invest yourself. What that means is, for example, when I was learning accounting, the course is like £980 for 4 days. It sounds like very expensive, but if you think after your pass the exam, you probably can help other people to do the annual accounts and help them doing the financial models. And one financial models, you can charge them 20. Hi, sorry, that's the accident on my phone. I don't know why. So the number one thing I would say is invest yourself. That's also there's a different strategy of being an employee. So as an employee, you are actually deemed as a cost for companies. So the end goal is to create more values for the whole companies, in order to make yourself be more valuable. So how you can create more value to your companies is by improve yourself. You can stand high above the whole situations, and overlook what is the principal limitation for your companies, and by group of people tell your boss how you can solve that principal limitations, you can dramatically increase the company's performance, and you will probably get promoted. That's how you increase your income as an employee. And the next one is about the lifespan. So I divided each person's life, like normal people's life, as 12 years a gap. Why 12 years? Because 12 is the number of the universe. You can see 1 year is 12 months, and also in Chinese, 12 years is a round for all the different characters of the person. So we say like 0 to 12 years, you are like a baby leaves. You are still small. You are kind of shape or form your opinions or values about this world. So from 0 to 12 years, you basically just grow yourself and you learn, you play, you're happy with your life. And this is the first 12 years. And after 12 years is 13 to 25 as a human beings. And when 13 to 25, you kind of grow up, you have your foundations of human societies. At this time, you should work out of your families, really meet someone, go to some workplace to gain some experience of interact with this world, to interact with people. And there's a saying like life is about knitting a sweaters. You'll start to collecting the thread since you are 13. And when you're collecting thread, you keep collecting, and on 26 to 38 is the time you're gathering the thread to start weaving your sweaters. The sweater, well, let's say the sweater is something you rely on. The sweater is actually something you can make monies for the rest of your life. And also at this time, you probably will get married, you probably will have a children, you probably will have a kid. So this time is the most busiest time in your life. And at this time, it's good all this is happening in this time, because at this time the energies of your whole body is reached to the peak. So even have so many things stuffed in this area, you can still manage. That's why I always promote that each stage you do different things. Yeah, you don't listen to the propaganda from the media said, oh, do you should get married late, you should still go back to school when you are old. Yes, you can still go back to school, you can still marriage late, you can still have a children late. But as soon as you miss this vital point, if you get married, have a baby during this period, or if you go back to school during this period, number one, your energy will be not as good as this period, and number two is it will cost you more financially and time. So each period doing different things, and when you are 35 to 50, this period should be shifting to financial investment period. It's like you have your stable kind of a company, you have your stable income source, and here is the time you invest. 51 to 63, I think it's just you retire. Well, at this time, really, you can enjoy your life with your lovers and do whatever you want. At this time, you have enough time and you have already built a lot of resources to support whatever you want to do. That's why, if you want to do the investment, the risk tolerant of when the age goes up, your risk tolerance goes down. So here is coming to impossible triangles in the financial term. So if someone tells you they can give you very high return, very low risk, and in a very short period of time, that must be a scam. Usually these three things don't happen to occur at the same time. If it's high return, it either have a high risk or it have a longer time. Warren Buffett, everyone knows Warren Buffett. Like his biggest return is actually after he's 60. So he invest, and after 60, all the return come in. So he is a low risk investor, but the time takes super long. So if you want to short time, have a high return, you have to accept a high risk. Like, you can use leverage, or you can, trade, you can trade some high volatile financial asset. So here is two routes to, basically increase your income. The first route is as an employee. There's a lot of millionaire, billionaire, they get rich from employee. So what the trick is, finding industry or area that can have like 10 time growth in the next 10 years, and join in the startup company as as a start employee. And here is coming to a triangle, is when you join a startup, the higher return is coming from you stay in the company long enough time. And because you join the startup have a high risk of being bankrupt. So you got time and the high risk, of course you have a high return. That's how you be an employee, how you can financially free. And again, during the time you are an employee, just don't forget, remember yourself. You keep invest yourself and make yourself a better employee. And another route is as a business owner. So this way is not actually that difficult, like whatever someone think, because basically as a business owner, you are an organizer. That's why they also call business owners a organized owner, because you are organize all these things, or not this, just these three things basically. So it's product, people, and cash flow. So a lot of people think, oh, the business is not good if the business is losing money. But actually, that is not true. If a business have a cash flow, if they have a product that sell, if they have people that working for them, even they don't make money, it could still be a good business. So a business owner is number one, have an idea of a product and make the product to the extremely good, and then sell to people. Also, people produce the product. But now, because AI is coming, you are making the product for the robot. You are making product to sell to the AI. And here is coming to the resource. So, you have to turn the resources using other people's power to create a product that can eventually sell to these two people. And during this time, cash flow were created. See, that's how a business owner orchestra all these three only in these three elements to basically make money, to cap the difference between the resources plus the labors, but no, the product price minus resources plus people's labors. But the good things of business owner is business owner have the power to decide the price. Although the price is decided by the market, but if you are the only source of supply of that product, you have the power to decide the price. But employee don't have. Well, employee have the power to decide their price as well if they have something that solely they can do, or it's all about demand and profit. Yeah, it's all about demand and profit. If there's a high demand, low supply, there will be a profit. So this way, same work the same for employee and the business owner. And then talking about financing your way to get higher income. So financing equals to what you earn plus the leverage from the bank. So here is your credit. So your credit is actually very important. It's part of your financing abilities. So what you earn is coming from your tension. So when you are looking for something to do every day, you should be able to shift in the project that give you a higher profit, a higher return. It doesn't matter about higher monetary return or asset kind of return. It also could be spiritual. It also could make you happy. It could uh like when I make the videos, I feel really happy because it actually makes me think a lot of the things more like clearly or detailed. So uh, project shifting the higher profit or something can improve yourself. This is very important. So you shouldn't just watching short form videos and don't learn anything. That's why I was making these channels is because I really want to people to learn something from my experience and help them to escape from the modern slavery and get financially free. So leverage from the bank is actually solved by the inflation because everyone knows our government have printed too much money, and the monetary power is shrinking year by year. Just for UK, everything have basically double the price since last year. I don't know if there's a short supply, which I don't think so. I think it's just the manipulations by the government and some greedy capitalism group. Um, yeah, so this was solved by the inflation. So don't worry about leverage. But as long as you keep a healthy level of leverage, say maximum 40% of your total income, and you can go higher if you have a very steady cash flow. But in such a stable world, no cash flow is steady. Even you work for oil companies or something. Uh, the oil could be cut because of Hormuz, like Iran and the U.S. war. So now in the last, I want to talk about the future 10 years. What is the main trend and what you should work for? So in like our philosophy, like Chinese philosophy, our world is a simulation, and the simulation have the sky, have the earth, have the people in the middle. So sky, it's you can't really change the sky, and they just sun rising, sun falling, sunset, day and night. But the sky does, give rains to the earth. It give the seed, plant the seeds, and give nutrition to the earth, and the earth grows things to the human beings. So what you have to know is what is the main trend of the earth, because the earth supply human beings, right? So in the earth, in our global, in our kind of earth, what is the main trend for the next 10 years, which is technology, military, the war, you can already see. I think the World War III is already started. And because of this too, you will need energy, whether like oil, like black blood, or token electricities. This is all kind of energy I was talking about. So if you know buying or investing in stock market or something, you have to not you have to, it's better to invest these three, because this is a tier one trend for the next 10 years. It can make sure you make monies because there's a very high demand. Demand is profit. These three, very high demand. As a normal people, if you don't have a reserve yet, what you can do is working on these three. So number one is lifestyle. So a lot of people are very depressed. They are very worried about the futures. So you can create a like lifestyle or kind of a comedy channels that bring people happiness and bring them stabilities, offering stabilities for other people's, to calm that down. Basically, it's kind of like a mental health doctors, like in the UK. So Number one is a lifestyle kind of a channels or a way to, you know, calm other people's down. And number two is trust, a trust transactions. That's why I believe that Bitcoin can goes up again, because, you know, in this world, the America have using the war to against the people's trust of dollars. I don't know if you know that Europe is currently you know, creating a new payment unions to replace Visa and the Mastercard, because you know, they see the war between Russia and Ukraine, and the US could just cut the payment link by, you know, itself, and it just created a lot of chaos for transactions, for, you know, people trying to trade. You know, there's a saying that when the trade stopped, the war happened. So, you know, you can work on the trust transactions. I think cryptocurrency is really good. It's really good things. And plus the cryptocurrency can link to the energy and the technologies. So yeah. And then you can link to military as well. I see the news that Iran government is using the cryptocurrencies to buy in the weapons. So yeah. And the third one is a small supply chain. So if you have skills, if you have some kind of abilities, you can supply some service and goods by yourself, because all the big supply chains will get targeted. They will be, you know, either hit by the enemies or the impact by the unstabilization of the global. So what you can do is you can have a small supply chain across the global. So, you know, whether you know, which region have issues, you can provide offer stabilities. So I think the next 10 years, for ordinary people who can order stabilities to the world, who can be creative to offer stabilities, will be able to make a lot of money. So yeah, that's 23 minutes, and this is today's video of about financial plannings. If you like the video, please subscribe and like. And just come back. If you like video, please subscribe and like. And I'm very tired now, so I will gonna say bye. Bye.